Hi everyone, Dr. Remy from Pain Free and Fit. This week, part 2 of our continuation on how to relax neck muscles to relieve neck pain. Last week we introduced the concept and the technique of learning to relax the trapezius muscle. This week we're going to be talking about how to practice that during the two most common daily motions that cause neck muscles to tighten. Hope you enjoy. So last week in part 1, we talked about learning how to relax the trapezius muscle by exhaling and dropping the shoulder down. We said to begin, you can tense the shoulder up to feel the contraction of the trapezius, and as you exhale, release and just let that shoulder fall. That's a great way to practice standing, sitting, and laying down to relax that tension that's building the trapezius, regardless of whether your neck pain is due to disc herniation, arthritis, facet syndrome, strained muscles, whiplash. This technique works because the trapezius is invariably involved in tension in most cases of back pain. This week, what we're going to do to really make that sit into our neurological system, our sense of coordination, and really make it pay off in terms of relieving neck pain, is we're going to plug that basic exercise into the two major motions where the trapezius has a tendency to contract during the day or tighten during the day. And those two motions are reaching upwards and forwards and looking and bending down. When we reach upwards, the trapezius, the upper trapezius, when it's been splinting and tightening and trying to protect from neck pain and over-involved in producing neck pain, when it's been overactive for a while, as opposed to normal motion of the shoulder, where as the arm comes up, the shoulder blade spins but doesn't raise up, the trapezius, when it's overactive and creating neck pain, has a tendency to shrug the shoulder up. So every time you reach up, you're shrugging upwards as opposed to just reaching with your arm and letting the shoulder blade spin and stay in place without elevating upwards. So to practice this correction, we're going to use last week's technique of exhaling and dropping the shoulder. And if you've been practicing, you don't necessarily need to contract it or move it upwards, but simply just exhale and drop the shoulder and maintain that. You could put your hand on it to feel that it stays relaxed as you move your arms upwards, by allowing your shoulder blade to stay down and slightly turn outwards. And you can practice this at different heights. It's going to be easier with lower heights, like reaching just up shoulder level. It's going to be harder as you reach higher and higher, but with more practice, you'll be able to reach up as far as the arm goes without shrugging upwards. That's a great way to practice during the day. Look for activities such as reaching up for shelves and cabinets where you're going to practice that and put that into play. The second and more common reason the trapezius tightens is from forward motions. Typically, when we have something we need to address that's in front of us, whether it's looking down or reaching for something or trying to get something, the head many times leads the motion. And that's inaccurate. Really, the motion should start from our hips, the center of our gravity. When we have chronic trapezius tension, many times not only does the head move forward, but the shoulder shrugs upwards as we go to do things. So, again, trying to practice this motor pattern, this motion, we're going to exhale by relaxing the shoulder, allowing it to fall down, and maintain that as we keep a little bit of backwards head retraction. Many times trapezius muscles are aggravated by forward head posture. Normally the ear should be on top of the shoulder, should be stacked in all positions, even when we're bending forward. It shouldn't be ahead of the shoulder. But because of repetitive activities, working on computers, forward head posture, the trapezius gets activated with this forward head posture. It also irritates discs and joints in the neck. So we're going to combine, when we do forward motions, not only the shoulder relaxation down, but also a little bit of head retraction, meaning I'm going to pull my face back towards the back of my head. Just that little motion. That helps me to keep my ears centered over my shoulder so it's not goosing forward. As I do that, I'm going to continue exhaling and relaxing my shoulder blade down as I practice looking down and bending from my knees and hips so I can go down and perform whatever I need to do. If, for instance, I need to tie my shoe, this is a perfect example. Many people will say, you know, my neck was doing pretty good, and I went to do some forward, oh, my neck is killing me, because I was shrugging it up and leaning my head forward. Now you have a premeditated way of setting yourself where the head is back, the shoulder is relaxed, and you maintain that as you go down to address whatever you need to do. Same thing staying at the kitchen sink. I need to go in and wash the dishes. My neck is killing me. It wasn't doing too bad before. Well, let's set it. Let's practice. Every time we do those dishes, every time we're going to be working on the computer, every time we're looking down reading, sitting down to read the newspaper, opening our laptop, checking our phone, we need to set ourselves by head slightly back and shoulder relaxed, and then go do our activity, allowing our eyeballs to bend down and make motion as opposed to the whole head moving down. These are all tips that the more you practice them, the more you're going to be relieving that excess tension in your trapezius muscle and preventing neck pain from happening. If you like this video or would like to learn more, feel free to subscribe to our channel. We got a lot of great videos on neck pain. Give me a thumbs up below to help me share this valuable information with others. And remember, any questions or comments, I'll do my best to answer them. Just right into the channel. If you're looking for a great customized approach to address your particular neck pain, check out our neck healing exercise program available at painfreeandfit.com. It has not only relaxation exercises, but corrective strengthening exercises, postural changing exercises, movement pattern instruction. We have all kinds of tips for you to create a self-rehab or self-management program for your neck pain, learning how to get it back into shape and fitness so it has less of a chance of bothering you. I hope you enjoyed this video on trapezius muscle tension relaxation with reaching and downwards motion to help with your chronic neck pain.